Hello everyone and welcome to our Ultimate Core video. So this is going to be an intense core workout. Let's get started. Okay, come into a supine position. Interlace the hands behind the head. And then lift the shoulders up, tuck your chin, and then bring the knee as close as you can to your forehead. And then shift. 1, 2, and you can keep the legs up or put it down when you extend them. 3, 4, 5, 6, and lift up. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring both knees and then lift and try to touch your head to your knees. Lift as much as you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. From the same supine position, this time you can keep your head on the floor, or if you want to make it harder, just lift it and tuck your chin slightly, but be sure to leave your lumbar touching the floor. And then we're doing this cycling pose. So we bend the knee, lift up, and then lower down. Let's do 5 this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the leg up as much as you can, and then revert. Lift straight, then bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on the other side, bend, extend, lower. Try to bring it as vertical as you can. If you can't, doesn't matter. Keep the leg on the floor active and engaged, and the lower back on the floor. Do 5 and then revert. So you lift it up straight, then bend, then extend. 3, 4, 5. And then let's do both together. 1, 2, 3. Really like cycling. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Come to this seated position, and then bring your back as far back as you can without lifting your feet. And then release the hands by your side. Keep the back straight. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come to center. Now we do 10 more. This time you can keep your feet on the floor or try to lift them off the floor. So back, and keep your back straight, chin slightly tucked, look forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center. And now we do some twist. So you can keep your hands interlaced or one inside each other, like if you were holding a weight or a bell. So come back as far as you can without arching your back. You can keep your feet on the floor or you can raise them for added difficulty. So let's go left and right 10 times. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And twist your chest. 4, 4, 5, 5. So your hands are always at the middle of your chest. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. And relax. And now come to a prone position. Let's release some tension. Come down. And then come into a cobra position. So keep your hips on the floor, your pelvis on the floor, your pelvic bone on the floor. Lift up. So we stretch a little bit the abdominal muscles. Breathe in and lift a little more. And then exhale. Come to a downward facing dog. You can grab the edges of your mat and push yourself back and hip upward. And then bring slowly and with control your left leg forward. Keep your fingertips on the floor, extend your back foot, look up. Stretch the hip flexor of the back leg. Come back to the down dog. Other side. Look forward and up. And back to all fours. From a kneeling position, place your hands on the floor, shoulder width apart, fingers spread. Come into this squat position, toes up, and then place your elbow in the inside of your knee, both sides. Keep your back straight. You can leave a little round, but don't hunch too much. Look forward, and then lean forward, and then lift one foot at a time. 1, 1, 2, 2. Lean forward. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. And now only if you feel like, you can try lifting both feet off the floor and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or keep doing the alternation. And then release. And next one. Come again to this seated position. Keep this angle at the legs. And then, by curving your upper spine, your thoracic spine, slowly, slowly, slowly lower to the floor without lifting your feet. And then slowly lift up, chin tucked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow and controlled. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 1 vertebra at a time. Slow, as slow as you can. And come back to seated. Next one is called churning the mill or stirring the pot. Come into this seated position, back straight. Remove some flesh of your buttocks. Keep your back straight and your feet hip distance apart. Interlace your hands and then bend forward. And then start doing these rotations only with the hands. Go as back as you can without lifting the feet. And then forward. So you exhale when you go forward. and inhale when you go backward. And imagine you are stirring a thick soup, so apply some resistance to your own movement. Like you are pushing with an opposite force. So to make it more slow and everything engages. Just imagine the soup is really thick. Inhale when you go backward, exhale when you go forward. Try to go beyond your feet. If you can't, doesn't matter, but you can try and keep your back straight. Make big circles. And let's reverse. And you can keep looking at your hands and applying this opposite force, this resistance, the thickness of the soup. Last one. And release. Grab the side of your feet or your ankles if you can't, wherever you can. Back straight. Release a little. And then calm down, arching your back, bringing your head hanging on top of your knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, this time without rounding. Try to bring your belly towards your thighs. Keeping your back more or less straight. And then inhale, come up, bring the hands behind your buttocks. Look up, maybe shake a little. And then let's lift. 1, 2, and bring your toes towards the mat. 3, hands are below the shoulder. 4, and keep looking forward. 5, and relax. Okay, now let's work a little on our back, also part of the core. Let's lay belly down, arms by your side extended. And now bring your forehead on the floor, only the forehead, and then lift the legs, both legs as high as you can. And release, and lift chest as high as you can. Look forward, and release. Legs again, separate. You can leave your arms on the floor or lift them. Release. Chest again. Forward. Once more. Legs up, thighs up. Keep the knees extended and forehead on the floor. And then up. Your chest as high as you can. Push back with your hands. Release. Breathe for a few seconds. Now interlace the finger behind your back and pull your shoulder backward, your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest up. And if you can, try to lift also your legs and hold. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. So you will wobble a little when you inhale and exhale. Hold. Keep it up, everything extended, shoulder back. Pull your arms towards your back. Maybe lift them a little. The locust. Release and relax for a few seconds. We're not done yet. Now lift your chest up. Now, if you can't lift your leg up, so you can just do it with the chest, or just lift the legs and release them when you feel fatigued. This is going to be the movement we're going to do. So first, like this, then by our side, then cactus, then like a Y, and then forward, and then like a Y, and then like a T, and then like the side, and then back. So let's do it. Airplane, cactus, Y, forward, Y, cactus, airplane, back, back, airplane, cactus, Y, forward, up, palms facing each other, hold 1, 2, 3, Y, cactus, airplane, back, one last time, airplane, cactus, Y, forward palm facing each other, and then release with the palms facing forward. Take a few breaths. Long, deep breaths. Try to send the breath to your belly. Let's work the diaphragm, also part of the core. Too often we forget about our diaphragm, and the only way to work it out is with breathing, abdominal breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. Next one is swimmers. So we will keep the chest up, hands facing each other, arms extended, lift left arm, right leg, 1, and then switch. And you can bring the opposite on the floor, or if you want to add intensity, keep everything always lifted. Look forward and release. Relax. Take a few breaths. Ready for the next one. Okay, let's release for a minute before we prepare for the last part. Stack your forearms on top of each other. Place your forehead. And breathe from your belly. Then bring your hands underneath your shoulder. Lift up into the cobra. Stretch your upper back. And also stretch your pectorals and your abdominal muscles. Feel the stretch, pull the pelvis towards the floor. And then knees wide. Bring your glutes towards your heels. Extend your arms. Child pose. Active child. So fingertips on the floor. Lift your arms. Extend your elbows. Pull your shoulder, open your shoulder. So rotate your shoulder externally, opening up, making space in your back. So you bring your armpit down and push the glutes to the heels and pull the arms forward. When we want to stretch, we want to do opposite pullings. So here we're pulling forward with arms and at the same time back with the pelvis. And release. Come up And next one. Come lay on your mat, supine position. Feet hip distance apart and close to your buttocks. Place your hands on the floor, and first you can grab your mat, roll your shoulder backward, get the scapula, shoulder blades toward each other, lift up into this bridge, and then roll the shoulders. And bring your chest towards your chin. Roll the shoulder backward. Be sure your knees are not tracking in or out. Hold here and press your glutes higher and higher and higher. Now, if you can, try to keep this form as much as you can. I know you will drop a little bit your buttocks, but that's okay. Just try to resist. Lift your left leg, and let's do some cycling movement. 1, 2, 3, and then reverse. 1, 2, 3. Bring it down. Release for a moment. Take a few breaths. We're going to do the other side. So this time, instead of grabbing the mat and pulling, you can try interlacing your hands. So again, lift up, maybe interlace your hands, and then lift right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We did one more. Can't be bad. Keep up. Roll your shoulder. Press your heels on the mat and your knees forward. And your glutes and hips as high as you can, and your chest towards your chin. And now lift the heels off the floor. 1, 2, and 3. Down. Release the hands. Keep it up. Keep the buttocks up. And then from the upper vertebra, exhale and slowly, slowly lower down. As low as you can. Last thing to touch is your tailbone. And then extend your legs and relax for a moment. Okay, we're almost there. So now, feet together, lift both legs. Try to keep them vertical, 90 degrees. Extend and flex your toes, your feet, dorsiflex, plantar flexion. See what you like more, and then find your position. And then imagine there is a rope here, and climb. Climb, 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 and hold. Breathe. Release everything, lower down. Feet and arms. Leave your feet slightly off the floor and your head and shoulders slightly off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Let's do it only one more time. Lift your legs up and climb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release and leave everything up. Low boat pose. So the lumbar is flat on the mat and the shoulders are lifted, legs are lifted. Hold and release. Lift your knees, shin parallel to the floor. First, let's do the last engagement. Press your hands towards your knees and your knees towards your hands. Shoulders are lifted from the floor. Breathe and press as hard as you can. And release only the shoulder. Hands by your side. And then lower your knees to your side. Try to keep both shoulders on the floor. Then extend the top leg and try to touch your hand. And then again bend, lift, and come to the other side. Keep the shoulder and all back on the floor. Extend the left leg, the top leg, touch your hand, bend, come back. And then again, let's do it 2 more times. Slow and controlled. You can grab your foot if you can and hold for a second, then lift. Grab the foot. Last time. Grab the foot. And then stay in this position. Look on the other side. And bring your left hand on top of your top knee or thigh to press it on the floor. Keep the shoulder glued to the floor. You look at your right hand if that's comfortable, otherwise look up. Feel the twist in the spine and breathe into your abdomen. Nice release, nice massage to the abdominal organs. Feel the spine. Slow, deep breaths. Release, switch side. So once again, bring first both legs on the floor, then extend top leg, grab it, leave it, arm on top of the knees, and look to the opposite side, only if that feels comfortable to your neck. If you feel the neck strained, don't do this. Shoulder relaxed. Breathe into your belly. Long breath, inflate your belly, and nice exhale. Once again, both legs up, extend. And now let's come to the final relaxation. We'll do our final relaxation in a prone position, just like we did before. Stack your forearm on top of each other. Press your forehead. Then bring your feet with the toes pointing outward if you can. So open your hips. If this feels weird, just extend the feet. And close your eyes. We stay here for a few minutes in this position that it's called the crocodile pose. And it's a great position to stimulate diaphragmatic breathing. So we are still working out while we relax. So don't miss this step. Feel as your breath inflates and deflates your belly. And you come up and down. And really push your diaphragm, this dome-shaped muscle in the middle of your trunk that divides the chest from the abdomen. When you inhale, it pushes everything down and expands your lower back. And when you exhale, it comes up to squeeze your lungs and let the air out. So try to move it as far as you can, up and down. It's really the most important part of your core. Stable diaphragm means stable trunk. It is connected to the spine, to the pelvic floor, to the ribs. Maybe do this sound with your breath by doing a slight contraction of your throat, like if you are fogging your glasses to clean them. This helps extend the length of the breath. And if you want to strengthen your diaphragm even more, you can try this position with a weight on your lumbar, on your lower back. You can put anything, like a sandbag would be the best, but even a regular weight. And feel like you're bringing your lower back up and down. This will strengthen your diaphragm. So continue with this action as long as you wish. And when you feel it's enough or you're busy doing your things, stop and see you on the next video.